Okay, what's up YouTube, it's SK here, and today I'm going to be showing you a real quick tutorial on the really very basics in Java. So first you have to download Eclipse. It's a folder program, so I will put a link in the description to where you can download it. And with folder program I mean, like, it's not that you have to install, you just get a folder and it will get all the resources from that folder, so you don't have to install anything. So start off by going to File, New, and then Java project, and then you're going to pick project name. Let's call it Java Basics. You can name it whatever you want, and yeah, then that's pretty much all you have to do. And then well, just click finish. Okay, so now if you look up here, you can see that we have got a new folder. So here's where all your projects will be. And just click this little arrow here to open it, and here you have the source. So in the source is where we're going to create all the classes. So just right click there and click new and then class. Okay, so this is the important part. First you are going to name the class something, like main is a good name. Yeah, and also this is the main class that will run everything. Therefore you have to choose, or actually just okay, just skip that. Okay, so first name it whatever you want and then click finish. Okay, so then you will get all this stuff, and so here's the main class, and here is what will be the content in the class. So first we want to make a method that will automatically run. So that's just public static void main, and then I think it is string square brackets space args, and then open curly brackets and press enter, and then you will get, well, all this. You see, if you make something and then want it to select a special area, like if I want this method to only use this area, then I make an open bracket in the end of the line, which are going to do something with the text down here, and then a close bracket to shows where I want to stop the text with, which will run in here. So if, for example, so now I made a public static void main string args, and that means that inside these brackets you can see that if I click there it shows where the open is, and if I click on the open it shows where the close is for that one. And that means that it will run everything within these brackets. And one good thing is that if you have made an open and press enter, it will automatically create one new here, so you don't have to make an open and a close. And now I'm going to go through the variables. So the variables are Java wouldn't be able to run if it hadn't got any variables. That's the most important part of all. So to make a variable and almost create anything, then you first do the type what you want to create. First I'm going to show you all the variables that exists, and I'm going to type them up here, and then I'm going to show you what it does. No int long, and actually there is something called float, but I'm going to go through it because I don't really know why. Think it's advanced or something. Okay, and what more? Yeah, it's boolean and char. So this is all the variables, and this variable, oh sorry, there's one more, and that's the string. This one turned purple. Okay, so the by is a variable that can hold numbers. Okay, so it can hold the values from minus 128 to 127. So we can hold any numbers between minus 128 to 127. I can type that. So this is how long it can, how many numbers it can have. And here is the short. It can hold numbers between 32,000, no sorry, minus 32,768, I think it was, yeah, and to 32,667. The int can hold numbers between, let's go to add something so that you can see. And the int can hold, it's for integer, and they can hold from minus 2,147,483,648 to 2,143,647. So it is a really large number. And the long, I don't even know how to say this, but it can hold values from minus 9223854775808 to, oh my god, 9223367 So that's how many numbers you can hold. And the double, I don't really know how much it can hold, but I know that this variable can hold decimals, so it can hold something like, I mean, if you would try to give an integer, something like 0.0 1 it wouldn't work because it can only have whole numbers. So this could have something like that. Okay. Decimals. How do I spell it? Boolean. This is like triggers. It can be true, or false. And the chart, it can hold. It stands for character, and it can hold character, and it can hold like one letter. Just letters, no numbers or other things, just letters. And the string can hold, well, the string can hold it can hold long text like hello. It can hold hello, I like pineapples, or however I spell it. So it can hold the text. Yeah, so that's all the variables, and now I'm going to show you how to declare them. You can either, so first you have to make something, to make a byte, short, int, and long. You have to type like this. First you want to type what you want to make. Like if you want to make an int, I use int most of the time. I like the most. Int, and first you're gonna type what you want to do, and then you're going to type what you should name it, like hello, and then just make a semicolon, and then you're going to show us what they are going to be. Like, you see, now I made an int called hello, and then we're just going to type hello equals like 5. So now we first made an integer, and then we gave the integer the value of 5. Yeah, and that is sorry, I'm a little bit tired, but you just have to type the number here, and this is how we make all the stuff like characters, strings, and booleans. First you type what you want to make, and then the name. But there's also a shortcut, and it is, you can type equals right here, like 5. See, int hello equals 5, for example. Instead of just having 2 lines. And always when you have finished a line, you have to make this semicolon. And by the way, you do not type this up here. It was just to show you. And this is how we type it for these ones. And double 2, all you have to do to make a double is, if you type 5, it will be 5.0 automatically. But if you wanna give it, all you have to do is type like that. So you have to have this yeah, sorry. I forgot one thing. If, for example, you want to make a double, first you won't have to change this to a double, of course. That's why it wouldn't work. And then, for example, 5.6. This. See, now we can make a double with this value, and then you have to place a dot. Well, that's pretty obvious, but I just wanted to tell you. And if, for example, want to make a character, then I type char, and this is different. Then you have to make first these little things. it's like one line, small line, a dot, and then just type letters. So now it has the value of A. And if you want to make a string, then you have to type string, and of course then the name, like hi equals please subscribe, and then semicolon of course, and now we made a string called hi that has value of please subscribe. And then the boolean, to declare that, all I have to do is type boolean, not boolean, and then the name, like hey equals, and then like true, not true, true or false. So that's the very basics in Java. Yeah, but after I think I'm going to show you actually two more things, and those things are, first, it's the line called system.out on print line, and what that will do is that it will print out to this console. So to do that, all you have to do is type system.out on print, and then you have to make everything that contains custom text that you, I mean, if you want to do this, you always have to type system.out on print line, but if you want to have custom text, like if you wanted to choose, well, whatever, something really weird, custom text, and then you have to make these things which you have to use for strings, which I showed you. So because every custom text line is strings, that's what it means. And then I can say like hello, and if you now place this little thing up here, then if I go down to the console and I press it now, okay, so here you have to shows how I want to run it. I think you're supposed to use Java applications. Yeah, and sorry, you have to type it main with a small m, no caps on m, that's important. And then here it will ask if you want to save, and then you just press OK. And then if you go down here, it said hello, because this is the system, the console, and we simply call the system, which is the console, and to do this out, export this, and it's going to print hello. So we chose it to print hello. So if I clear it, you see if I press run, it will print hello because I tell system to do that. So that's how we do it. But if we now would have two lines, it would say, if we now click run, click OK, then it would print it like this, and maybe you do not want it to be like that. And then you have to print ln, which stands for print line. That means that it will print out this and then start on a new line. So if I now click run and I'll click OK, then it will first type the hello, which I showed you up here, and then we chose the print line, and therefore it will then just jump to a new line, and then we'll type the other thing here. And there's also some other things, like if you do a backslash, you can do n, and then you can type like hello, and the slash n does that it jumps to a new line in that text. I mean, you maybe don't want to type system.out.println 2 times, so then you can make slash n and then jump to a new line. If I click run, then it will type hello 3 times because we failed to type hello, then jump to a new line, and then print hello again, and then we chose system.out.println, and then we chose the first do this and then jump to a new line, and then it should print hello again. So that would be 3 hellos on different lines. And now I'm gonna show you the second thing, which is an if statement, and there is where the actual variables comes to use. So through an if statement, you have to type if, and then open brackets. Then you're going to make a condition. So first we have, first we have to make variables. So we're going to make, let's say first an int, we can say hello equals 5, and we're going to make a boolean height equals false, and then string hey equals, and then these things, and then subscribe, and then you have to make a semicolon after, and you see this will be yellow because these variables are not necessary because they won't do anything. But the thing is that if you now type if with no caps, had caps lock on, if open bracket, and here we're going to make a condition. So if like hello, which is an int, equals, and you also have to make 2 equal signs because I don't really know, you just have to make 2 of them when doing an if statement, and 6. So if hello equals 6, then open brackets because we want to do something, and therefore it don't know what to do, so we have to show it like do everything that's inside these brackets. And you don't have to make this manual because it will be created automatically. And yeah, so then can do like system.out.println, and then we're going to see what is going to print. Let's say it will print like SK for working, and then semicolon because we want to finish the line. And see, now this isn't yellow because it actually do something. And now if we run this, I'm going to show what happens. And if you haven't got this yet, it will show absolutely nothing. And that's because if you go up here, you can see if hello equals 6, then we'll do the stuff inside the parameters, and there's only one thing that we print out sk, but hello is 5, and therefore it is not 6, and therefore it won't do this, because it will only do this if hello equals 6. But if we change this variable to 6, now it will print out sk, because now this is 6, and this will go up here and look and checks. So let's check for in called hello, yeah, and if it is 6, then it will do this, and yes, it is 6, so then it will do this stuff. And another thing you can do is you can also make it able to print variables. If you type like just hey and do not use any of these things, then it will take the variable hey and print it. And as I said, this is a string, and because we made these things, and this is also a string which have the text subscribe, so then it will print out the string which we created here, which is subscribe. And if we go down, we print out subscribe, because this is 6, and then we print out this string, and the string is called hey, so we chose to print out hey, and hey is subscribe. It has the value of subscribe. And here's the boolean, and you can also make more conditions, like if you type these long lines, I don't know what they're called, but you hold Alt and press. Okay, I can't really explain, but if you know how to make these, then you can make or. So or high, which is a boolean, equals true. So if we change this to 5 and run. Oh, sorry, you're not supposed to make semicolon there. I must used to do it when I'm making variables. And now it won't do anything, because it shows that hello, if hello equals 6 or high equals true. And hello isn't 5, and boolean high isn't true. And then if we change this to false, then if we run it, it will print subscribe, because it's not that, but it will say that if this is true, or if this is true, or false. Actually, I'm just shit same, but there's also another condition, and that's the and this means that if hello equals 6 and high equals false, so that means that both these things have to be true or correct, right, or whatever you want to say. So that one just means or that you can pick whatever of them. Just if one of them are true, then it will do this. But now it means that both of them have to be. And now nothing will happen, because hello isn't 5. Yeah. Okay. So I think you get most of this. It's pretty much now, which I thought for you. But I think I understand if I press run. There's only one thing I can say, but first I'm going to, well, just to, and by the way, remember to use no caps on this main thing, not like that, just normal. And so what it does is we made a variable, an int called hello that has the value of 5, and boolean called hi that has the value of false, and string that's called hey and that's the value of subscribe, the text subscribe. And if hello equals 5 and hi equals false. And there's also one more thing I want to show you. If we make an or, you also, if you want to have strings, then you have to type hey dot equals and then make parameters and then do a string, these string things, and then type like hello. I don't really know why I used hey and high and low. So we can't just type if hey and then normal equal and then hello. You have to type hey if hey dot equals hello. Okay, so that's how you make a string condition if the string is something. And well, I think I'm pretty much done. So yeah, so all I can say now is see ya, and please